Hi, my name is Anna and welcome to Anna TV. Today I'm going to tell you all about bridges. I have been studying them a lot and there's so much to learn. Let's get started. First, I'm going to talk about the history of bridges. Bridges have been helping people cross rivers and other obstacles for a long time. The earliest bridges were probably made from natural materials like fallen trees and stones. This photo shows a stepping stones bridge that is in Japan. This photo is from a bridge made out of roots of trees that has existed for hundreds of years in India. But bridges are actually much older than that. The Arkadyko Bridge is in Greece and has been in continual use since the Bronze Age. We are talking 1100 BC. The Romans were master builders and made amazing bridges and aqueducts. This is the Alcantara Bridge built over the Tagus River in Spain. This is one of my favorite ancient bridges called the Pont de Gard. Actually, it is an aqueduct, which is a fancy word that means it carries water. It was built by ancient Romans 2,000 years ago and carried water over 30 miles to a town. I like how the arches get smaller on each level. Okay, enough about old bridges. Let me review the different parts of a bridge. The deck connects at least two areas that you can walk on or drive on. It is supported by piers, which are big pillars that meet the ground. The span of a bridge is the space between the piers. Abutments are where the bridge connects to the land. An anchor secured the bridge to the abutments. This bridge that I drew is a suspension bridge. It has main cables that drape over the piers and connect to the land. Vertical cables, sometimes called hangers, connect the main cables to support the deck. This is a picture I took from the Bay Bridge that I took from our car. As you can see, the Bay Bridge is a suspension bridge, and that means it has cables that hold the deck up. Here is how a bridge works. Bridges carefully balance two main forces called compression, a pushing or squeezing force, and tension, a pulling or stretching force. When these two forces are in balance, then the bridge channels the load, which is the total weight of the bridge, the things it carries, onto the abutments and piers. Now let's move on to the different types of bridges. There are many different kinds of bridges. The simplest kind is the beam bridge. There are beam bridges in lots of different places. Some are the highways we drive on them every day. This is a simple beam bridge that I made. It is made out of paper rolls, cardboard, and hot glue. It is pretty strong. My sister Cara and I also made two beam bridges out of Legos. Arch bridges are my favorites. The arches can support the deck from below like the Roman bridges I already showed you, or they can be supported from above like the Sydney Harbour Bridge. I also made an arch bridge out of clay. As you see here, the bridge is made out of 5 pieces. The centerpiece, called the capstone, holds the entire bridge together. This bridge shows the forces of tension and compression really well because both forces balance to hold the whole thing up. I made a suspension bridge out of cardboard and string and a lot of hot glue. Cable stay bridges are another type of bridge. They look a lot like suspension bridges because they both use cables, but cable stay bridges put most of the tension in the piers. They don't have hanger cables. This is one of my favorite bridges called the Rhion Antirium Bridge in Greece. It is the world's longest multi-span cable stay bridges and the longest of the fully suspended type. Even cooler is that the bridge uses new technology to protect it against earthquakes. The piers can move laterally on the sea floor with the gravel bed absorbing the energy. And the bridge's decking is connected to the pylons using jacks and dampers to absorb movement. The bridge is even designed to withstand high winds by being aerodynamic. This is the Millau Viaduct in France. It is also a cable-stayed bridge and one of the tallest bridges in the world. Each pier is as tall as the Eiffel Tower. There are other kinds of bridges like trestle bridges. This is a trestle bridge I made out of popsicle sticks, zip ties, and hot glue. I learned that the strongest shape is the triangle, which makes the trestle bridge very strong. My trestle bridge was strong enough to hold 16 pounds of weight before it started to crack. There are 7 bridges in the Bay Area: the Benicia Bridge, the Carquinez Bridge, the Richmond San Rafael Bridge, the Golden Gate Bridge, the Bay Bridge, the San Mateo Bridge, and the Dumbarton Bridge. This is the San Mateo Hayward Bridge, and it was the longest bridge in California at 7 miles long. The deck is supported by girders and then trestles the long straight away toward Hayward. In conclusion, I have learned a lot about bridges, and it made me happy to share what I learned with you. There is so much more I want to learn about bridges. This summer, we're traveling to Romania, my dad's country, and they are building a bridge that is supposed to look a lot like the Golden Gate Bridge. I can't wait to see it. So next time, when you are crossing a bridge, you might want to find out what kind of bridge it is. Until next time, this is Anna from Anna TV, signing off.